Chosen one, what I've already begun in your life cannot be undone, delayed, or denied. You don't need to beg for what's already in motion. You don't need to prove yourself to access what I've already set apart for you. What you sense happening around you is not imagination, it is confirmation. Every shift, every silence, every door that closed was part of my divine beginning. This is not the start of a new attempt. This is the unfolding of what I already initiated in heaven. And if you stay aligned, you will not miss one promise I assigned to your name. You've wondered if you misheard me, if maybe you got ahead of yourself, but you didn't. I didn't bring you this far just to leave you uncertain. The things that feel paused are not stagnant. They are sacredly positioned by my hand. I'm not operating by your timing, but by divine strategy. I had to move pieces behind the scenes before I could move you visibly. Don't misread the quiet as absence. It's orchestration. What feels like a delay is actually the tailwind of your breakthrough forming. You're not waiting on me. I'm aligning things for your good. I need you to understand something deeply now. If you hesitate, you'll miss what has already begun. This is not a moment to question me. This is the moment to move even if you don't see the full path. Stay alert, stay postured, stay faithful. Because I'm not warning you of what might come, I'm declaring what's already started. And those who remain distracted, discouraged, or divided will not catch it when it arrives. I already planted the seed, and now it's cracking open underground. You can't see it yet, but it's alive, it's moving, it's growing. I began the shift in realms you haven't accessed yet, and I'm calling you to walk like it's already yours. Not hope for it, not wish for it, but prepare like it's inevitable. This is the test. Can you stay ready without visible evidence? Because readiness is the doorway to manifestation. I don't reward the reactive, I reward the ready. You've looked around and seen others move ahead and thought I forgot you, but I didn't forget you. I've been forming you. While they were chasing stages, I was crafting your stamina. While they were pursuing applause, I was developing your discernment. You weren't behind, you were being built. The difference now is that what I've been forming privately is about to be revealed publicly. But it will only be revealed if you stay postured in readiness. There is no more room for casual obedience. I'm calling you into precision, not because I'm harsh, but because I'm holy, not because I'm demanding, but because I already began. The timing is not optional. The sensitivity required in this season must be sharper than it's ever been. If you delay because of fear, you'll forfeit. If you hesitate for confirmation, you'll miss the window. This moment is for the ready, not the reactive. Be found in position. This is your moment to trust me deeper than your doubts, to walk even when you don't feel the ground beneath you yet. Because I'm not asking you to walk alone, I'm asking you to walk with me, ahead of the crowd, ahead of the proof, ahead of the applause. I'm inviting you into the upper room of obedience, where only the faithful ascend. The reason it feels narrow is because it is. The reason it feels lonely is because it must be. But this is where I meet my chosen ones. I already began. The rest is up to you. Will you stay ready? Or will you get distracted by what hasn't shown up yet? You don't have time to wait for perfect clarity, because the cloud is already moving. And when my cloud moves, I expect my chosen ones to move too. Don't miss this. Don't sleep on this. Stay ready. Or miss what I already put your name on. Chosen one, you've been sensing a shift because I already initiated it. That tension you feel, that restless stirring, it's not confusion. It's spiritual motion. What you're feeling is me pulling you out of places you've outgrown. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. I had to let certain things get uncomfortable so you wouldn't stay where I never called you to remain. Don't resist the discomfort. It's your signal. The shift is not coming. It's happening. And those who stay numb or neutral will not recognize the call when it arrives. You've cried out for answers, and I'm giving you something better. Movement. I don't always explain before I execute. You want me to explain the why, but I'm commanding you to obey the what. Because you'll never see the fullness until you walk by faith. Don't ask me to show you what I've already told you to trust. Don't wait for signs when you already heard my voice. It's not about logic. It's about loyalty. If I called you, that's enough. If I said move, that's your confirmation. Every delay has been divine. Every rejection has been redirection. and now every unseen battle is about to reveal its reward. I don't waste pain. I don't discard obedience. What you sowed in the dark is about to bloom in public. The people who doubted you will soon see you elevated. But don't chase their validation. That's not your reward. My favor is. My opening is. My divine launch is. And it's happening because you remained faithful even when nothing made sense. What I'm doing next doesn't require your perfection. It requires your positioning. I'm not waiting on your performance. I'm waiting on your posture. Can I trust you to walk even if your legs are shaking? Can I trust you to speak even if your voice trembles? Because what I've already begun will demand a different version of you. A version not chained to insecurity, delay, or human opinions. This next wave is not about excitement, it's about endurance. I'm launching those who stood still long enough to hear me clearly. Let's lock this in. Hit that like button if this is hitting your spirit. Subscribe so you don't miss what I release next. And drop 55 in the comments. That's your prophetic code of covenant, new beginnings, and divine alignment. I need you to see this clearly now. You're not stepping into a season, you're stepping into a move. And a move of God requires movement from you. This is not the time to cling to old timelines or expired strategies. I'm not blessing what you built in survival. I'm breathing on what you're building in surrender. You must release the version of your life that made sense without me. Because what I'm doing next will only work by supernatural design. No shortcuts, no counterfeits, no substitutions. Chosen one, I already started. But if your mind is still in the last season, you'll miss this one. You can't cling to old battles and walk into new blessings. You can't carry old disappointments and expect fresh doors. This move requires new vision. And new vision only comes when you lay down what you thought was supposed to happen. My ways are higher. My plan is better. But you must release what you assumed in order to receive what I've actually ordained. This is the season where only those who move with me will see me. I'm not where you were. I'm not in the nostalgia of what used to work. I'm here, in the unknown, in the obedience, in the unfamiliar steps. I'm walking ahead and I need you to follow without argument. I didn't choose you to stay safe. I chose you to shift atmospheres. I chose you to carry glory into dark places. I chose you because you'd move when others froze. This is why you're being called higher now. You'll never feel ready in the natural. But readiness is not a feeling, it's a decision. The moment you say yes without needing details is the moment you align with my acceleration. You won't miss it if you stay yielded. You won't fall behind if you stay sensitive. The preparation was real. The warfare was real. But now, so is the release. I'm not warning you to fear. I'm preparing you to flow. The blessing already began. Stay ready, or watch it pass by. Chosen one. The reason I'm speaking so clearly now is because the window is open. This is not indefinite. This is a divine moment. And divine moments carry both opportunity and responsibility. If you don't move in it, it doesn't wait. I'm not cruel. I'm strategic. And for those I've chosen, I demand obedience at the level of calling. You don't need more time to decide. Your yes must be immediate. Your obedience must match the urgency of what I'm doing. This is the kind of season where alignment births acceleration. What would have taken years will take days. What was locked will suddenly be released, but only for those who are in position, not emotionally prepared but spiritually aligned, not casually interested but wholly surrendered. This is not about knowing what's next. It's about knowing who is leading you. I am the one who goes before you, and I am not repeating myself. This moment carries weight. You don't need to be famous, flawless, or fully resourced. You just need to be faithful. That's who I'm elevating now. Not the polished, but the purified. Not the loudest, but the most loyal. Not those who hustle, but those who hear me. I'm not impressed by performance, I'm moved by surrender. And you, chosen one, have surrendered more than most will ever know. That's why I'm trusting you with this next wave of glory. Because you didn't quit when it was hard. You stayed when no one clapped. And I saw it all. The doors I'm opening for you are not logical. They're prophetic. They're not connected to your qualifications. They're tied to your covenant. I'm not repaying effort. I'm fulfilling my word. Because when I begin something, I finish it. When I declare a thing, I establish it. I'm not man that I should lie, nor am I moved by delay. Everything I promised is already moving toward you. Your job is to stay aligned long enough for it to catch up to you in the natural. Stop assuming you're behind. You're not late. You're right on divine schedule. The resistance you've been facing is not a sign of failure. It's the final push before fulfillment. Don't interpret warfare as denial. It's pressure, not punishment. It's intensity, not abandonment. I haven't forsaken you. I've been protecting the timing. I've been shielding the blessing. Because when it arrives, it will come in full force. No fragments, no forgeries. Just fulfillment. Chosen one, if you step into this with full faith, I'll do what eyes haven't seen. But I need your full surrender, not partial obedience, not occasional faith. This must be your full yes. No backdoors, no safety nets. Burn the plans that don't include me. Tear up the strategies that bypass trust, because what I'm about to pour out requires space. You can't receive it if your hands are still holding idols. And yes, comfort is an idol. Delay is an idol. Control is an idol. Let it go. I don't need you to figure it all out. I need you to follow. The oil flows for those who move, not for those who observe, not for those who analyze, but for those who say, "Yes, Lord," and step into what they don't yet understand. That's who I'm releasing the next level to. That's who I'm giving visibility, influence, and supernatural access. You've outgrown small, you've outgrown safe, and now you must outgrow slow. This move will not wait for you to feel ready. It's already begun. Get in motion. Activate what I placed in you. Don't overthink your next step. Take it. Don't wait for applause. Move in silence. Because what's coming next will be loud. It will speak for itself. It will confirm every word I ever whispered to you. But only if you stay ready. I've already begun. Stay in position or miss the manifestation. Chosen one. I didn't start this move just to inspire you. I started it to transform you. You've prayed for change, but now I'm commanding it. This is not about waiting to feel different. This is about stepping into who I already declared you are. You don't grow by hoping. You grow by obeying. Every instruction I've given is attached to your next level. Every nudge in your spirit, every prompt to move, every shift in your desires. That was me. Don't ignore what I've already confirmed in your soul. I'm not adjusting your life to fit your preferences. I'm aligning it to my purpose. That's why I disrupted what was once comfortable. That's why I allowed certain things to fall apart. Not to destroy you, but to deliver you. Not to strip you, but to strengthen you. Because I knew what I had already begun wouldn't survive in your old environment. I had to remove what couldn't go with you. I had to shake what you would have otherwise settled for. Because settling would have cost you everything I promised. You keep asking me when the blessing is coming, but I ask you, when will you move like it already has? When will you walk like the answer is already yes? When will you decide to believe me over your bank account, over the silence, over the opposition? Faith is not measured by emotion, it's measured by motion. Do you trust me enough to act before it makes sense? Or are you waiting until it's obvious to believe what I already began? I didn't ask for agreement, I asked for obedience. The people who won't understand this next version of you are not your problem. Their confusion is not your crisis. You were not called to be explainable, you were called to be unshakable. And this move I'm doing in your life will not be logical to the crowd. I've already separated you, set you apart, marked you different. Stop trying to blend what I've made bold. Stop trying to fit where I've called you to lead. Your next level requires the version of you that walks in fearless obedience, not public approval. You're asking me to open doors, but I'm asking you to walk through the ones I already opened. The threshold is right in front of you. You don't need another sign. You need another step. You're not stuck, you're stalling. And the longer you hesitate, the more opportunities pass by. I'm not punishing you. I'm pushing you. Because I love you too much to let you miss this. Because I've already begun. And I want you to experience everything I prepared before you were even born. I didn't choose you for your qualifications. I chose you for your surrender. And your surrender is what's unlocking the supernatural. When others panic, you'll have peace. When others retreat, you'll advance. Not because you have all the answers, but because you have my anointing. This move isn't powered by talent, it's powered by trust. And you've proven, even in private, that I can trust you. That's why I'm moving for you now. Not later. Now. Stop waiting for others to recognize it before you step into it. Recognition is not a prerequisite for revelation. You've already received my word. That's your evidence. That's your access. That's your assurance. The people you think you need will either align or be removed, but I won't let their confusion block your commission. You are not waiting on them. You are waiting on you. And the moment you fully align, the moment you fully say yes, everything begins to move. This is not hype. This is heaven. This is not a possibility. It's a prophetic certainty. But the move is only for the ready. The window is open. The time is now. And I've already begun. So rise, chosen one. Shake off the hesitation. Silence the doubts. And move boldly, faithfully, and immediately. Because what I'm about to do through you requires urgency. And if you miss this moment, you'll look back and realize you were standing on the edge of everything you ever prayed for. Chosen one, what I've begun in you cannot be stopped by man, hindered by delay, or cancelled by circumstance. I didn't ask permission to bless you. I didn't wait for approval to elevate you. I decided. And when I decide, no one can override it. That's why the warfare increased. That's why things got louder around you, because the enemy senses what's already shifting for you. But I didn't call you to react. I called you to reign. You're not in a storm, you're in a setup, and the storm is proof that I've already begun. The resistance was never random, it was strategic, because your next level carries weight, and only those who are proven in pressure can carry power. I let the pressure hit to test what would stay standing, and you did. You didn't collapse. You didn't retreat. Even when you doubted, you didn't disconnect. And now I'm about to reward that private faith with public favor. I don't waste faithfulness, I crown it. I multiply it. I announce it in front of those who overlooked it. Stop letting temporary discomfort make you question a permanent calling. Just because it's heavy doesn't mean it's wrong. Just because it's unfamiliar doesn't mean it's not divine. I called you out of normalcy so I could make you a sign. You are not ordinary, you're ordained. And what I'm doing next will make it obvious. Not just to you, but to everyone who wondered what was happening in your life. I was birthing something rare, and rare things are never rushed. You've been asking me when I'll open the door, but you didn't realize I already did. You're standing in front of it now. Your spirit knows it. That's why it feels like you can't go back. That's why the old spaces feel too small. That's why the familiar is suddenly uncomfortable. It's because forward has already begun. I've already started the shift. And I'm waiting for you to walk in what I've already aligned. The people who walked away weren't punishment. They were protection. I removed voices that would have distracted you from destiny. I silenced noise that would have kept you comfortable in delay. You thought it was rejection, but it was realignment. I had to make room because where I'm taking you, agreement is not the foundation. Obedience is. And I need your full yes, not your social circle's consensus. You were never meant to be understood. You were meant to be sent. This is not about proving them wrong. This is about proving me right. I declared something over your life that still stands. I spoke it before the fear. I promised it before the loss. And I never withdrew it. My word is still active. My hand is still on you. My favor is still in motion. Even if it's quiet, it's still divine. Even if it feels invisible, it's still inevitable. You don't need evidence. You need endurance. You've seen glimpses, but now I'm bringing fulfillment. The hints were real, the dreams were divine, the confirmations weren't coincidences, they were previews, and now it's showtime. But not for entertainment, for impact. I didn't prepare you for applause, I prepared you for authority. This move isn't about being seen, it's about being sent. And I'm sending you into influence, into purpose, into provision. But it only opens if you step. What's coming next is greater than what you've prepared for, so stay ready. Stay obedient, stay set apart. I've already begun to break chains. I've already begun to open gates. I've already begun to pour out favor. This isn't a message to encourage you. It's a mandate to position you because I already began. And what I began, I will finish. But you must move with me or miss what I made for you. Chosen one. I didn't wait until you were ready. I began when the time was right. That's why things accelerated suddenly. That's why it feels like you're being stretched beyond your comfort. I didn't start this move because you were perfect. I started it because you were willing. And now, the next level isn't about preparation, it's about participation. I'm not calling for more waiting, I'm calling for movement. I've already done my part, and now it's on you to respond. You were praying for me to do something new while I was waiting for you to let go of the old. I can't bless what you won't release. I can't increase what you won't surrender. The comfort zone feels familiar, but it's killing your future. You're not being punished, you're being pruned. The cutting hurts, but the fruit will be undeniable. I'm not trying to ruin your rhythm, I'm trying to reveal your real purpose. And what I'm revealing can't fit inside what you've outgrown. The next stage of your life won't look like anything you've seen before. That's why you feel unqualified. That's why the vision feels too big. Because it's not from you, it's from me. If you could make it happen, it wouldn't be prophetic. If you could force it, it wouldn't require faith. This isn't a self-made season. This is a God-led movement. And my favor is about to fall so heavily, it will shut the mouths of every doubter and elevate you beyond every limit. This is the moment where your faith has to outrun your fear. If you wait until you feel safe, you'll miss it. Safety isn't the goal, obedience is. I never said it would be comfortable, I said it would be glorious, and glory is weighty. Glory disrupts, glory stretches, but glory also elevates. And I've chosen you to carry it, not because you're flawless, but because you're faithful. I know what's in you, I put it there, and now it's time to release it. The time for rehearsing is over. The time for regretting is over. The time for wondering if you missed your moment is over. I'm telling you right now, you didn't miss it. You're right on time. The struggle was part of the sequence, the waiting was part of the plan, the pressure was part of the preparation, and now manifestation is part of your mandate. You don't need to force it, you just need to flow with me. I've already gone ahead of you. The door is already open, the oil is already flowing. The people you need are already positioned, the provisions are already in place. The question is, will you stay stuck in the cycle of hesitation, or will you step forward into the stream of acceleration? You can't do both. You can't cling to delay and expect divine release. Let go, lean in, step out. The fear you feel is a lie. It's not danger, it's destiny. That trembling is a sign that you're right at the edge of a breakthrough, and I'm not going to drag you, I'm going to draw you, but you must respond. I'm not repeating myself. The move has already begun. If you miss this window, it won't be because I didn't warn you. It'll be because you didn't move when I said move. I didn't anoint you to admire the promise. I anointed you to possess it. But possession requires positioning. You must walk where I lead, even if the terrain looks uncertain. The path will make sense later. Your job is to step. I've already cleared the way. I've already begun the shift. I've already ordained your victory. Now walk into it like it's already done, because it is. Chosen one, this final stretch will require a focus you've never held before. Not because I'm making it harder, but because the blessing is heavier. What I've begun is not light. It's weighty. It carries influence, visibility, authority, and responsibility. This isn't about you being noticed. It's about you being positioned. And where I'm placing you requires discipline. You can't afford distractions. You can't carry everyone. You can't explain everything. This season demands separation and sacred focus. You're not in transition, you're in release. The scroll has already been opened in heaven, and your name is written on the assignment. That's why the warfare intensified. The enemy doesn't fight what's not moving. He fights what's about to manifest. But you will not be stopped, not because of your strength, but because of my signature. My hand is on this, my spirit is guiding this, my name is attached to this, and I do not lose. This is not the time to second-guess your gift. I placed that fire in you for such a time as this. The clarity you're receiving is not random, it's instruction. The urge to move is not emotion, it's direction. I don't give feelings for fantasy, I give impressions for obedience, and you've heard me. You know this is me, so walk with certainty. Even if no one else sees it yet, you see it. And that's all I require. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start walking in what I already finished. You're not building toward blessing, you're walking in it. I've cleared the path, I've positioned the helpers, I've assigned the favor, and it will all show up the moment you step. You've been waiting for a sign, but your spirit is already testifying. I began this, I ordained this, and now I'm commanding this next move. Will you obey? Before we close this section, if this is speaking directly to your spirit, hit the like. Subscribe now to stay connected to this prophetic stream, and type 55 in the comments. That number seals this moment of alignment and divine beginning. Don't be surprised when things begin moving quickly. Acceleration is not a glitch, it's a sign that my hand is pushing it forward. The meetings will be sudden, the doors will be unusual, the favor will be uncommon, but the peace will confirm it. Don't shrink when it happens. You were prepared for this, you were chosen for this, and now I'm releasing it at the speed of your obedience. You've waited long enough. The delay season is over. The invisible is becoming visible, the unseen is becoming undeniable. I'm not asking for your applause, I'm asking for your action. No more pretending not to hear me, no more overthinking what I've already revealed. You asked me to move, and I did. You asked for confirmation, and I gave it. Now it's your turn. The blessing isn't coming, it's begun. You're not about to be used, you're already being positioned. The transition is not pending, it's present. What I spoke is unfolding, what I promised is arriving. But only the ready will receive it, only the aligned will access it, only the obedient will walk in it. So again I say, stay ready, or miss what has your name on it. Chosen one, this is your final confirmation. I already began, and nothing can reverse it. The enemy can't delay it, people can't deny it, and fear can't dilute it. What I set in motion for your life is bigger than anything trying to oppose it. You don't need the world's permission to walk into what I authored. The gates are open, the stage is set, the angels are assigned, and the only thing left is your obedience. You've heard my voice, you've felt the pull, and now it's time to act. No more wavering, no more waiting. Now is the time. This is your moment to shut the door on old identities. You are not who you were. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are not behind. I am the one who defines you, and I've declared you chosen. I've called you out of hiding. I've called you out of limitation. You've been stretched, tested, and refined. And now, you're ready. Not because of your confidence, but because of your surrender. It's your surrender that sealed the release, and now the release has begun. You're not preparing for it. You're walking in it. Don't look back. Don't explain it. Don't apologize for it. Just walk. Every step you take from this moment on is prophetic. Every door you touch, every word you speak, every space you enter, I've gone before you. You are no longer operating in theory. You are walking in fulfillment. Let the doubters watch. Let the mockers whisper. It doesn't change my word. I declared it. I confirmed it. I began it. And I will finish it. What they laughed at is about to become undeniable proof of my glory in your life. This is the last thing I'll say. You didn't miss it. You didn't ruin it. You didn't disqualify yourself. What I ordained before time began still stands, and right now you are standing in the flow of what I already started. So stay ready, stay aligned, stay submitted, because I am not done, I'm just getting started. And the rest will unfold faster than you expect. Stay ready, chosen one, or miss what was always meant to be yours.